Great evening. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Rhonda, and tonight I just want to welcome all of you in. For those of you that are returning, welcome back. And if it's your first time visiting my page, welcome to you as well. As most of you know, I normally don't come on here unless I have something that is positive, motivating, encouraging, something that's going to make you be the greatness that is within you. I say that to you as well as to myself. And so tonight I do have a message that I believe is going to help you to be even greater, that's going to help you to be even better than you were on yesterday. And so with that being said, if you hear anything on here tonight, or if you viewed any of the videos that I have posted, I encourage you to like it, to share it with your friends and family, with the hopes that it will touch the lives of those that have an ear to hear it. And so tonight I do have a little something I do want to talk to you about. It was something that I heard the Father clearly yesterday talk about, and it's called Vanity in the House. And I know that most of us probably have like a little vanity in us, but some of us have a little too much vanity. And so I just want to give a quick definition of what vanity is. And so vanity is excessive pride in or admiration of one's own appearance or achievements. I'm going to read that one again. It's excessive pride in or admiration of one's own appearance or achievements. But vanity also has another definition. Vanity is also the quality of being worthless or futile. I know many of you probably didn't realize that about vanity, because when we think about vanity, we think about it in terms of how we look around other people, the things that we say, how we act, the things that we have done. Those are things that have become, very important to you. But in the eyes of Yah, he sees vanity in a whole different perspective, especially when you are overly endowed in vanity. And so this is what he's saying about vanity, is that vanity can cause a man to stumble when one becomes full of himself. It becomes a stumbling block for you when you think too highly of yourself. There's a double meaning to vanity, because one can think so much of himself and yet see others as being worthless. Vanity can cause you to be of no use when you are too self-endowed. That's where the double meaning comes in. You can be so puffed up in yourself that you don't even realize that you're really worthless, because your only thought is about you. You're not thinking about anyone else. But anyway, it even keeps you from receiving the truth. It's like a blinder on the eyes when you're puffed up. And so I also want to take you now to the book of Romans 12. And for those of you that study your word, I know you probably are familiar with Romans 12, but we're just going to read a few verses. And in Romans 12, we're going to start with verse 1. And it says in Romans 12, verse 1, I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of God, which is Yahweh, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto Yahweh, which is your reasonable service. And verse 2 says, and be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is that good, acceptable, and perfect will of Yahweh. For I say through the grace given unto me, to every man that is among you, not to think of himself more highly than he ought to think, but to think soberly, according as Yahweh has dealt to every man the measure of faith. So what Yah is saying to us tonight is that his people are caught up in vanity, and you've even used his name just to be a blessing unto yourself. And you don't know real brotherly love because you haven't been faithful to anyone else but yourself. And so he's given many of us the opportunity to really change of our ways but you still keep chasing after vanity. And so y'all is saying it's just like in the Bible when Yeshua was walking the earth and he went into the temple, and the people were doing all manner of things, and he was turning over tables, they were gambling and all these other things. I'm pretty sure there was some other stuff going on too. But just to come back around to that, we are actually doing that now. We have turned his house into a house of thieves. And so the soul of man is not a concern any longer because we're concerned about filthy lucre. We're concerned about, wealth. We're concerned about money. We're concerned about appearances. We're concerned about what people think of us. We're concerned about how we dress, how we carry ourselves. Your focus is just on money, money, money. But you're not thinking about, being faithful and true to the word. You're not thinking about being faithful and true to Yah, and he's told you this over and over again. He has given us desires of our own heart. But yet Yah wants your heart. He wants your heart to be towards him. And it does not mean that he doesn't want us to be blessed. No, that's not what it means at all. But he wants your focus to be on him. And right now, many of us are just thinking about us. We're not thinking about what Yah needs. We're not thinking about what he wants. We're thinking about what we need, what we want. And he's a faithful Yah. And he's been blessing many of us. He's been faithful in blessing his people. But now it's time for the tables to turn. It's time for us to be more faithful to him. Now, if you're the person, that is a true believer and your focus and your heart and your mind has been on your God, every day, you're worshiping, you're praying, you're seeking him through the word. This isn't for you. This is for the ones that have been unfaithful, that you have not given him your all. Your mind has not been on him totally. You see, he doesn't want you to just seek him only when you need something. He doesn't want you to seek him just when you want something. He wants you to seek him when you don't have no need, even when you have a need. Seek him all the time because he is I am, I am. He is the God of the universe. He is your creator. The least that you can do is keep your mind stayed on him. Don't come to him only when you want things. Come to him because, you love him. You care for him. Your heart is towards him. And that's all he wants. He wants you to turn your heart towards him. He wants all of you. He doesn't want part of you. He doesn't want us to be so consumed about these things of the world, the things the scripture has said is going to rot and fade away. He wants you to build up real treasures that's going to get your soul into eternity. That's what he is wanting. So let go of the vanities. Let go of the things that has been a stumbling block to you and your relationship with the one above, with the Almighty Yahweh. Let go of your vanities. He's not saying that, don't walk around like you're not kings and queens, but don't be overly endowed in it. Don't let that be priority for you. Don't let that be your main focus. You have to choose today. You're going to have to choose if you're going to serve Yah, our God, or you're going to choose to serve Mammon. You don't have long anymore to choose. You have to choose today who you are going to serve. It's either going to be him or it's going to be the things of the world. But you cannot have both. And if you have to choose, I would say when it comes to your soul and your salvation, I would say choose Yah, because he has the power to give those things to you. He said even in his word, seek the kingdom of heaven first and his righteousness, and he will add all of those things to you. And for some of you, he's added that to you, but you have taken your mind off of him. You have turned your heart towards those things, and you have turned it away from him. Let go of the vanity in your house. Get your house in order. Get your heart in order. Let your heart, let your ways, let your thoughts be more consumed on him than what you're going to put on tomorrow, or having that big great house, that nice fancy car, all of these things that don't mean nothing to him. What he wants is you. Am I saying he don't want you to have them? No, I'm not saying he don't want you to have them. He doesn't want that just to be your priority, though. He wants to be your priority. And this is not the time for any of us to be tossed to and fro. You have to choose. Choose wisely while you have the opportunity, because he is a righteous God, and he gives all of us the opportunity and the grace to choose him. He has a great life planned for all of us, and he wants you to be a part of that wonderful, beautiful life. Won't you choose him today? Let go of the vanity in your house and put Yah first. Have a great night, everyone.